First I'm going to start off by priming my face with my Smashbox Primer Water, and then priming my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion to prep my eyes for eyeshadow. Next up, I'm going to take this burnt orange brown looking color out of my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to distribute this into my crease in my outer V. This is going to be a really nice transition shade, and just make sure I completely blend that out. Next I'm going to take this black from the same palette and then apply this to my outer V. And because we're using black, guys, just make sure that you blend this extremely well. Next I'm taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner and I'm just creating a wing. Nothing way too dramatic, nothing too small, just something subtle, just a nice wing. And here I am just doing it on the other eye. Next I'm just going back in with a blending brush and making sure everything is well blended. We don't want no harsh lines. And then I'm going in with the same palette again with a white shade, and I'm applying this to the first third of my eye and then my inner tear duct just to highlight a little bit. From here I'm taking my Lorac matte eyeshadow palette, and I do end up switching up my eyebrow shade in the video, but I usually use this one every day. What I do is I like to create a line at the front of my eye. I like to create it all the way to the tail. Yeah, here I am switching it up. And I like to create a line, and I like to create the lines up top. And then what I'll do, as I'm about to do, is just fill in the rest of my eyebrow. And then what I like to do is I don't like to add product, but I like to blend out the line that I made in the beginning. Because ladies, we do not want box squared eyebrows. We do not want that. I have a clip where it's a lot closer up and you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. But I tend to scrunch my eyes a little bit. I don't know, it just gives it a better blend to me. But yeah, as you can see the line on this eye a lot better. Just because it's closer. But that's the line I blend out in the end. But yeah, I'm just here filling that in. I'm just doing that. There you go. As you can see. If you guys want to see an eyebrow routine, just let me know, because I will definitely be willing to do that for you guys. Next I'm going back in with that eyeliner. This is a Essence eyeliner and I really do like this one. And I'm just going to tightline my eyes. And now I'm going to apply falsies. So these are just a pair of eBay lashes and some duo glue, and I like to put the eyelashes on when the glue is a little bit more wet rather than tacky, just so it's easier to maneuver if I mess up. I just place it on my eye. I do the outer and then I do the inner corner. But this is a close up clip. The next one I have, yeah, is a lot farther back and I apologize for that, but the glue starts off blue but it ends up drying clear, so I really do like this glue. And I just apply it with a pair of tweezers. And now I'm going to moisturize my face to prep my skin a little bit more for some foundation. I feel like if your skin is moisturized, I don't know, your foundation just looks a lot better. You want to focus a lot underneath your eyes because I hate patchy concealer. And then take your Smashbox Photo Finish face primer or any primer that you have. Focusing this mainly on like my forehead, underneath my eyes, in my nose. We just want a smooth canvas for our foundation, and I don't know, it just makes a lot of a difference. So I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD foundation, applying it on the back of my hand, and then taking my brush, dipping it in my brush, And then what I like to do is I like to blend it out. I like to use dabbing motions rather than just like brushing the product on so it doesn't leave streaks. It's much more nicer foundation coverage, and it looks a lot better when you dab it. So that's what I'm doing. Just make sure that you don't forget your hairline. You don't want to make it look like you're wearing a mask. Make sure that you don't forget your eyebrows around your nose area, your ears and your neck and below your chin. So yeah, I'm sorry, my beauty blender is very dirty, but I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender, and this just gives it such a nice coverage, guys. It's so much nicer. I'm just going in with that, and I'm going in with my eyeliner and doing the outer third of my underneath my eyes, and I'm going in to highlight again. I often highlight a couple times during my routine because it tends to fade. So I'm doing that again with that same white eyeshadow from the beginning. And now I'm going in with my L'Oreal True Match Concealer. This concealer is extremely bright, but it is super good at brightening underneath my eyes. So I do that underneath my eyes, underneath my eyebrows, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. From here I'm just going to blend it out with my concealer brush. Not so much dabbing here, you kind of have to drag the product a little bit. It is a lot thicker, it's a lot harder to maneuver than the foundation, but it's definitely worth it. And then I like to use my fingers. It kind of melts the product into my skin. As you guys can see, it blends it out a lot better. It does, it looks extremely nice. It's just the heat of your fingers, and then I like to go in my beauty blender and just to fix any harsh lines. And then my Laura Mercier powder. I like to set that underneath my eyes just to bake for a little bit while I do my contouring. And my blush, so I like to contour my cheeks, the temples. I like to do it underneath my jawline, and this e.l.f. powder is actually very underrated because I definitely like it a lot. And I'm going in with the blush right here. After this, I'm going to spritz my fan brush with my primer water, and then I like to highlight with a eyeshadow shade out of this Ulta palette that I could not tell you guys the name of because I do not remember. Highlight the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, chin, etc., etc. And then a powder brush just to disperse the powder, and I like to put the rest all over my face. From here I'm just going to moisturize my lips, a Sephora lip gloss, put that on top, and then I like to spray my face with my primer water at the end. Just gives it a nice dewy finish, but that completes everything. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Just enjoy me being dramatic, but thank you guys again.